All right, folks. So today we're going to start chapter 2. You all have a field trip on Friday. So basically on Thursday, I'm going to give you double stuff, double notes, double homework. And then you will have, obviously Thursday will be in class. And then Friday you'll have to do on your own since you guys will be on your field trip. Okay, so chapter 2 is all about equations. We just did your mountain math. We just turned that in. So I need you to remember how to translate different sentences into equations. Now, if you look here, it doesn't say you actually have to solve it. All it says you have to do is translate it. Okay, so does anybody want to take a shot here? All right, Trevor, what do you think? A number squared plus 12. Is the same as, what is the same as? Equals, yep. What does quotient mean to do, Trevor? Correct. Now you'll see me use fraction bars for dividing. I won't actually use the little divided symbol. Quotient of another number in 4. So if you're using, this says I'm supposed to use another number. Does everybody see that? So I can't use B, can I? Because it's got to be a different number. So what do you want to use instead? N, and quotient is divided by 4. How is that for everybody? Is that okay? You remember what all those little phrases mean? Okay, next one. The sum of 8 and 3 times a number. How do I show that? You see how this thing starts with the sum? Would it make sense for me to start with a plus sign since sum means plus? No. The plus has got to go in between something. Okay, so what am I summing? 8 and 3 times a number. Everybody all right with that? Equals. What does difference mean to do? Subtract. So would it make sense for me to say equals subtract? No. The subtracting has to go between two things. And it says the difference of 5 times the same number. So what letter do I have to use? I have to use the N again. And then 3. Questions here, folks? Doing okay? All right, pretty good. Pretty good. Let's try another one. The quotient of 25 in a number. So how do I show that? See how the 25 comes first? So 25 over n. Now, does everybody see the comma in there? That comma means now I'm off to the side. I'm in a new portion of this. Plus 6, so obviously plus 6. I'm not putting the plus 6 down there with the n because of that comma. Is the same as, what's that mean? Equals twice the number. How do I show twice the number? Luke, 2n, and then the plus 1. Everybody understands that twice does not mean the same as squaring something, right? We did kind of get a little bit mixed up with that during 4th period today. All right, next one. 7 times a number squared. How do I show that? Is, what's is? 5 times the difference. So would it make sense for me to say 5 times the difference? No. It would be parentheses. We're going to go 5 times, then the difference means subtract. Now this says of 2 other numbers, A and B. I just can't use N, folks, because it says other numbers. This was fantastic. How is everybody here? You did great. Okay. All right, so the main goal of many math courses and problems is to solve an equation with an unknown. You all know what equations are. They have equal signs. If you look at all of the problems you have on your notes today, do you see any equations that are already written for you? Look at it. Flip over your paper. You see any equations that are written for you? No, these are your least favorite types of problems because you have to write your own equation. Okay, in order to do that, we have to know what the unknown is. The unknown will always be the thing that you know the least amount about. I will stress to you here, you are not going to use two variables. Did everybody hear me loud and clear? There will be only one variable for every problem. And that's why we have to know whatever it is that I know the least amount about, because that's going to be my variable. Is that all right for everybody? Okay. Be sure to specify what the variable means. You have to tell your reader what your variable is standing for. How do they know what X is? You have to define it for them. It's like in English and in social studies when you have to define your vocabulary words. We've got to do the same thing here with variables. Sound good? Okay, so we're going to start off nice and easy. I want you to read that first problem. I want you to tell me what the unknown is, what I'm trying to find. Go ahead. Go ahead and read it to yourself, that first one. Tell me what the unknown is, what it is that we're trying to find. Trying to find the number of laps. Does everybody agree? Do I know what the number of laps are? No, it's my unknown. So what would you like to use for your variable? L, and I'm going to make mine cursive because my regular L's look like ones, okay? So that's my cursive L, is the number of laps. The number of laps. That's defining my variable. Now I need to write an equation. What do I know about the laps? Okay, so where you want to start with that? You want to start with the 2.5 or the 500? I think we're going to be the tiebreaker, and the 2.5 is going to be where we start. If every lap is 2.5, how do I represent that? 2.5 is every lap. So 2.5 what? L. That's what we're using for the number of laps, right? Now, they also tell me the race is 500 miles. Yeah, that's a total. I can set that equal to the 500, and that's the equation that we have. Do I ask you to solve it? No, do not solve it. We'll do that later. Today is not about solving them. It's about writing them. Fair enough? Fair enough? Okay, read the next one. What's the unknown? What are we trying to find? What about the jelly beans? What would you like to use? H is going to be a number of hours. Now, I know I probably shouldn't assume. Everybody knows that that is a number symbol, correct? Okay, I don't want to. It means more than hashtag, okay? It's a number symbol. All right, what do I know here? What do I know here? That's every hour, right, guys? So what am I going to put on that 1,250,000? If that's every H, that's going to be H for hours. Everybody doing okay? What else do I know? I got a total, don't I? If I have a total, guys, that goes after your equal sign. 10 million jelly beans. And there you have it. It's a lot of jelly beans. Everybody doing okay?